Whether you manage projects and programs, are involved with them, or are impacted by projects and programs, we hope this series is of help to you. Using pragmatics and practicalities with shared expertise, activities which are often just assumed but whose absence impacts the delivery of projects are addressed. Time is also taken to consider areas of project whose importance and significance are often overlooked or underestimated. The theme for this session is about loneliness and isolation that can come from managing projects and programs. The importance to those associated with a management is in recognizing the signs and alleviating the isolation and loneliness for better outcomes. The leadership and decision-making in projects and programs can impact the effectiveness and outcomes. For those tasked with leadership and decision-making, the sense of loneliness and isolation is often an aspect to manage. For those managing leaders and decision-makers, ensuring that communication channels are open is integral for wise outcomes. The leadership and decision-making in projects and programs can impact the effectiveness and outcomes. For those tasked with leadership and decision-making, the sense of loneliness and isolation is often an aspect to manage. For those managing leaders and decision makers, ensuring that communication channels are open is integral for wise outcomes. Able to talk with. Even if comments like, "You can always talk to me," are made by managers, there can still be a gap in people feeling that they can talk with peers. From not wanting to trouble, to expectation that you are meant to solve, to what will be said and how it will be interpreted come into play. All of these and more can inhibit who people talk with. This can lead to a sense of isolation and loneliness within project leadership. The signs are not always obvious to others. Ability to trust. Even when people feel they can talk to others, there is the trust factor still to overcome. Will the conversation change the trust factor? Will the relationship change as a result of the conversation? What will be the impact upon me? These are just some of the questions at play. Timing and understanding. The timing of a conversation is also difficult and is a judgment call. Another factor is the level of understanding of both parties to the conversation. Explanations can be misunderstood, and differences in understanding can see unexpected outcomes. Both the timing and understanding can lead to conversations being missed and or misunderstood. Expectations and response. Even if a conversation occurs, the options proposed, the rationale presented, the expected outcomes and response may differ. These, amongst others, can combine for a sense of loneliness and isolation within project management, which can impact delivery and outcomes. To overcome these takes courage, confidence, and integrity. Those managing need to be aware of the isolation that can be felt and encourage the required conversations. Being able to make decisions and lead when encased in a feeling of isolation and loneliness is difficult for a project or program manager. Finding ways to engage in the conversation necessary for wise outcomes is not easy, but is the hallmark of leadership. Thank you for your time, and may your investment be returned. Please share with others. Feel free to subscribe and add your comments. Here's to success in your projects and programs.